the following presentation of the National Football League on NFL Network.
Winning is not a sometimes thing.
It's an all-the-time thing.
Let's get it done, baby. Come on.
You don't win once in a while.
You don't do things right once in a while. You do them right
All the time.
1, 2, 3.
Some guys play with their heads.
But more importantly, you've got to play with your heart.
With every fiber
Of your body. The object is to win.
To win.
To win.
This is going to be a foot-race leaping catch. With a stiff arm. Sanchez. Let's go. Let's go.
Spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And Thursday night football brings us to Sports Authority Field at Mile High, Denver, Colorado. Welcome, everybody. Brad Nessler along with Mike Mayock. This is a New York Jets team on a short week, has had to come on the road. An emotionally draining loss to the New England Patriots on Sunday night. And now they go against the Denver Bronco team that's won 3 of 4 with Tim Tebow and an unorthodox offense, Mike, at least for the National Football League.
Unprecedented, Brad, in our lifetimes to see a spread option offense in the National Football League. And I really think the buy-in as an organization occurred 2 weeks ago in Oakland. 299 yards rushing. The basis was the zone read. They went unbalanced to the field, means a guard and tackle backside. When Tebow gets to the mesh point, he sees the defensive end bury, he sees the linebacker bury. Ness, there's nobody on that half of the field. 299 total yards rushing. This kid went for 118, and I think it's great the organization saying to Tim Tebow, you're going to succeed or you're going to fail with something you're comfortable with.
Well, for the Jets, I think the question is, will the real New York Jets please stand up?
And what's your identity? The last 2 years, they've rushed the football 54% of their snaps. This year, 43%. So, as Rex told us last night, back to ground and pound, 2 back, downhill, powerful football, and off that, Sanchez with play action and bootleg.
Consistency has been the big question mark for them. Third member of our team is Alex Flanagan. Alex?
Hey guys, well, Broncos running back Willis McGahee will play tonight despite a hamstring injury. He'll be challenged to keep it warm, and that will really determine how much he can play. Lance Ball will back him up. And then the Broncos signed a guy off of their practice squad this week. His name is Jeremiah Johnson. As he describes it, he majored in the option offense, played in that system at Oregon, and he was really good at it there. So he could be, Brad, the Broncos' secret weapon tonight.
Well, he definitely knows how it's run after a great senior season at Oregon. New York won the toss in the first, so Denver will get the football first. Nick Folks got it teed up. Cassius Vaughn is back deep, and Thursday night football is underway in Denver. Vaughn watches it sail through the back of the end zone. So the Broncos will come out on offense at their own 20-yard line. Let's check the group up front. Palladian Beatles, Walton at the center spot, Cooper and Orlando Franklin, their number 1 draft choice. Willis McGahee and Spencer Larson in the backfield. Eric Dicker is the number 1 receiver on the team, Eddie Royal, and Daniel Fells, the tight end. So here we go. Everybody's talked about it all week long and for the last couple of weeks. Tim Tebow and the Denver offense. And right now he's in an empty backfield.
And this is Orlando Pace all the way out here, an outside linebacker.
Tebow's going to throw deep on the sideline on the first snap, and he got it. Complete to Demaryius Thomas. And Bebe has got it down the sideline for 27.
What do you mean I can't throw a football? They come out, First snap of the game, little three-step drop. This is a low-risk, high-reward throw to Demaryius Thomas, who's coming out of the exact same offense at Georgia Tech, where he played for Paul Johnson. Looks like he got both feet down. He's a big, strong receiver.
He probably looked back there and thought that Josh Nesbitt was throwing that football to him. So first down and a 27-yard pickup out to the 48-yard line on the first snap of the ball game for Denver. Now they go to orthodox handoff here to Willis McGahee, and no gain on the play for Willis. Stopped at the line of scrimmage by Muhammad Wilkerson, part of that Jets defense. Their number 1 pick. DeVito. And the linebacker spots McIntyre, Bart Scott, David Harris, their MVP a year ago. Calvin Pace leads them in sacks, and in the secondary, Rivas and Cromartie, maybe the best pair of corners. Eric Smith and Jimmy Leonard, the safeties. Second down at 10. Broncos opening minute of the ball game. Now Eddie Royal comes to the backfield. Whoa, and Tebow really got leveled as he let go of the football, and that's going to be the MO, I think, for the Jets defense probably tonight, Mike.
Yeah, and they're coming out of the second level, the inside linebackers, to take a shot at Tebow. And what they want to do, watch what happens here, scraping outside to take the shot. The ball's given to McGahee, but they want to decapitate Tim Tebow early and often.
He's not going to forget that Bart Scott hit anytime soon, I don't think. Third down, which is been kind of a journey for the Broncos this year. Third down along 5. They're 34% on the year on their third down conversions, and not very good on third down and 5+. They'll keep it on the ground. No risk here. McGahee, and he takes Bart Scott with him for the first down.
And that's what this offense is all about. You can talk zone read all you want, but watch the hit. Downhill zone read. It's just taking your zone steps that way. Now when the hit occurs, watch how far McGahee takes David Harris for a first down.
It was Harris, the other inside linebacker, 52, and he's holding on for dear life. Last ball checks in for Denver. I think Willis McGahee had a little mouthpiece problem after that big hit by Harris, but it got him a first down. And Ball cuts in the middle, picks up 4. The Broncos heavy on the run game the last several weeks. They had 55 rushes last week. That was the most in the NFL since 1978. And look at the play selection in the last 5 quarters. 9 passes, only 2 completions last week, but one of them was a touchdown.
And they were 2 for 8, as you said, Brad. But of those 8 throws, 3 times Eric Decker was wide open deep, and Tebow only got him 1. So again, low risk, high reward. Open receivers off play action.
He was halfway to those 2 completions already with that opening throw to Demaryius Thomas. Here's a shovel patch inside. It's going to be a first down for Lance Ball. And there's another little different look. It looked like option and then a shovel forward.
Yeah, and this is another double option where Tebow starts at the defensive end. He's going to start here, but watch Lance Ball come underneath. It gives him an outside pitch or an inside pitch. He can go this way, or if he sees the opening, bang, give it to him. Little shovel pass, get up the field. And if you're a New York Jets defender on a short week, this is the most brutal team you could have to prepare for.
First down at the 30. McGahee's back in there. He's bottled up at the line of scrimmage again. Maybe got a yard out of it. So the opening drive for the Broncos has taken them into Jet territory already.
Now, Brad, when you're talking about defending the option, which you never see in the NFL, here's a brief overview. Number 1, it's assignment football. If you've got pitch, you got to take pitch. If you're on quarterback, you take quarterback. Eye discipline. I think that's the hardest thing. You've got to stay and trust your reads on all that misdirection. And finally, watch out for the vertical shots. They're going to lull you to sleep and ultimately off play action take deep shots.
8th play of the opening Denver drive. Decker in motion comes to the backfield. He'll get it on the end around, and he's going to throw it. Decker going long down the sideline. Overshot Demaryius Thomas.
Really good coverage. That's eye discipline by a defensive back. Okay, it's misdirection. Bottom line is Decker was a high school baseball player. He's going to come in motion, and here's the one-on-one down here. Great job by Cromartie at the top of the screen. Stays with him. Here he is. But you know what? My responsibility is man-to-man, nothing else. Great job by Cromartie.
Jeremiah Johnson comes out of the backfield for Denver. And he's going to get the throw out in the flat. Got a block, got a second one, still on his feet. He's close to the 20-yard line. which would give them another first down.
Alex told us before the game that this guy might be a key. This is the offense Tebow ran at Florida and Jeremiah Johnson ran at Oregon. Those two together are on the exact same page. Bubble screen, you cut the defensive end. Now the wide receivers have to block, and Decker made a great block. Watch Decker here. He almost takes number 20, Wilson, into the sideline.
So it's fourth down and short, and the Broncos load up and will go for it. Extra lineman, McGahee follows that lineman, and I don't think he got it. David Harris looks like he stopped him. They might have lost a little bit on the play.
Really quick penetration. I think it was Mike DeVito who got the initial penetration and forced the bounce. And if you're a New York Jet defender, you gave up a lot of yards. You took some time off the clock, but bottom line, there's no points on the board.
No damage done. 9:49 first quarter. Jets on offense when we come back. Thursday Night Football is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Find our fares online only at southwest.com. And by Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. Jets take over after the Broncos fail on fourth and short. Antonio Holmes in motion. Sean Green belted right at the line of scrimmage by Marcus Thomas. Let's take you back to that fourth down.
Now, this is one of the more undervalued players in the whole league. That's Mike DeVito on the fourth down play. Watch him cross the face of Cooper, get the penetration and the forces the bounce out, and then David Harris and Jimmy Leonard clean it up. But it all is because short yardage and goal line is all about penetration.
Second down and 9. Mulligan, the second tight end in motion, and Sean Green will follow in that direction. He's got a good game across the 25, a pickup of 5. Let's take a look at the Jets and their group up front. Offensive line, Ferguson's an all-pro. Slauson, all-pro. Nick Mango is center. Brandon Moore and Wayne Hunter round out the front group. Sean Green and John Connor in the backfield. Plaxico Burress. Antonio Holmes, the wide receivers, and Dustin Keller's the tight end. Third down, Jets.
This is where defensive coordinator Dennis Allen often gets exotic. Third and medium distance.
Again, Holmes in motion toward the ball and back away from it. And Sanchez is going to get swallowed up in the backfield of the 20-yard line. Von Miller and Elvis Dumerville are there, combining for the sack and a loss of 6, and the Jets will have to kick.
And they bring DJ Williams into the A-gap, and they sit him here. Now you're going to get one-on-one on the edges, and this wonderful rookie, 58, Von Miller gets to him at the same time Dumerville does, and that is just beautiful. I love the scheme. It guaranteed one-on-one on the edges, and they took advantage.
Conley shanked the punt out of bounds. Boy, this is going to give the Broncos great field position.
Ooh.
I mean, really. At the 34-yard line. They didn't get much out of that. About 13 yards on the punt. Broncos have a great opportunity on offense when we return to Denver in a minute.
At work.
Tim Tebow's already got 3 completions in this game. He only had 2 a week ago. Matthew Willis on that little flare pass out in the flats. And then hooking up deep with Eric Decker on the touchdown. But tonight, already 3 completions for Tim Tebow. And 2 or fewer completions. Patriots in the snowplow game. Bengals, that's when Corey Dillon rushed for 278 yards. And Derek Anderson in 2009 with the Browns. Those are the other 3 teams with 2 or fewer completions in a ball game to still come out victorious. It's pretty amazing. A lot of people asked me that question this week, and so our guys obviously had the answer. How do you win a game with 2 completions? That's how you do it. You rush for about 244 yards. That helps the cause.
And people have asked me all week, what do you think the Jets are going to do? And my first answer has been they're going to go big. Okay, against this running game, they're going to get big, which is why Garrett McIntyre started at outside linebacker instead of Westerman. So I don't think you're going to see much of Westerman or much of even Aaron Maben. It's not their kind of game. You're going to see a lot of this kid McIntyre along with Calvin Pace, and their job, both of these guys have to set the edge.
Here's the end around to Eddie Royal. Royal on the pitch, got the corner, got the first down before Darrelle Revis made the stop.
Key block on that misdirection is Virgil Green, the tight end. Watch him right here at the bottom of your screen on Calvin Pace. That's the key. Get your butt right up in there. Pace can't make the play. And one more time, misdirection to Eddie Royal equals a big play.
So here's the Broncos close to the red zone again. Remember, they came away empty on a 4th and short on their first possession. But after that short punt by the Jets, they're on the move again offensively. And they are inside the 20, courtesy of Spencer Larson, the fullback.
I formation that time, right? And that sets the table for the next kind of option, which is the fake to Larson and then down the line with a pitch man. Man, it's kind of fast, isn't it, Brad?
It is.
Mike McCoy, I think, has what I like about Mike McCoy, the offensive coordinator, is what he told us, Brad, in our meeting the other day, which is he's actually learning some of the scheme from Tim Tebow and incorporating new things into the offense based on his suggestions.
Second and 6, Tebow to throw. Maybe. And he completes another one. And it's close to a first down to Eric Decker. Tebow bought himself a little bit of time. I'm going to say incomplete.
Yeah, they were trying to get 37, Jeremiah Johnson, on a wheel route. Good job by Tebow coming down late to Decker. Okay, let's see if he gets, see the ball's rolling around off his hip. That has to be incomplete. But the point of that whole play was to get speed on the edge and trick them into a wheel route with Jeremiah Johnson.
John Fox went on 4th down last time. Here it's 3rd down at 6. They need to get inside the 13. Direct snap, Jeremiah Johnson. Good hit, and nice job by the Jets defense. Bart Scott led the way. And they bring him down, and now we'll see the field goal unit.
We have seen a little bit of everything today. Now watch what happens. Tight bunch here, and watch the tackle pull. Clady pulls, direct snap to the tailback. He gets outside Wilkerson, but what a great job by Bart Scott playing off the block and making a big hit.
Matt Prater, 37 straight from 40 or less. This is going to be a 37-yard field goal attempt. Colquitt to hold. Broncos trying to get on the board first. And they will. Just inside the left upright from 37. Broncos on their second possession get a field goal, 3-0 Denver. Sundays after the late afternoon games, Deion Sanders and Steve Mariucci join Rich Eisen to recap all the action and give you a preview of Sunday Night Football. Watch Game Day Highlights Sunday, 7:30 Eastern on NFL Network. Matt Prater is set to kick off. All 18 of his kickoffs here at home have been touchbacks, but that guy's not afraid to take one deep in the end zone. Joe McKnight on the other end has a 107-yard return for a score, and he is going to take a knee about 6 yards deep. And the Jets will be working offensively at their own 20-yard line. Denver, Colorado, beautiful night for Thursday Night Football. Thursday Night Football is brought to you by Chevrolet and their award-winning cars, trucks, and crossovers. And by Pizza Hut. Right now, get any pizza for just $10 only at your Pizza Hut. We want to welcome those of you in New York who have Time Warner Cable and Cablevision to NFL Network's Thursday Night Football. We know your cable companies are not offering NFL Network or NFL Red Zone, but we're glad that you're able to join us on WPIX tonight. After tonight, NFL Network has 6 more games on Thursday Night Football, starting Thanksgiving night with a great matchup of the Ravens and the 49ers. The Harbaugh brothers square off. For more information on local TV providers who do carry NFL Network in your area, visit www.nflnetwork.com, type in your zip code, and use the drop box. Brad Nessler, Mike Mayock, Alex Flanagan, and our NFL Network crew at Mile High, where the Broncos capped a short drive after that short punt. They only had to go 15 yards in 6 plays to get Prater's 37-yard field goal. 3-0 Denver. Second offensive series for the Jets at their 20-yard line. Last time they started at their own 21. Comes a blitz. The throw is complete out to the 30 to Santonio Holmes. Going to be, I think, just about a foot shy of a first down.
When we talked with Mark Sanchez last evening, he told us what he really likes doing is getting out on the edge. Clear vision, an ability to make decisions, get the ball out quickly, and that's what happened on that one. No problem at all.
Rollouts, bootlegs, whatever. He's comfortable with that. He got 9 on that one. Second down and inches. Tight end Mulligan in motion. Sean Green got the first down easily as he picked up 4. Joe Mays, the linebacker, made the stop.
You know, Brad, there's a lot of talk in New York and nationally about where is Mark Sanchez. And look, they're going to go tempo here. No huddle, get a first down, and move quickly.
Here's a quick throw to Holmes. Got a block, got the corner. Gets out of bounds after a pickup of 8.
Brad, that's what's known as a smoke. Everybody thinks this is a run except the quarterback. All the blockers are going that way, and Sanchez just stands up, sees a soft corner, throws the ball out. Good job by the other wide receiver that time, Plaxico, blocking for his partner, Santonio Holmes.
Plaxico Burris just got a piece of the corner, but it was enough to get number 10 on the corner. Second down and short again.
180! Check, let's go off that mark!
Sanchez changing things at the line.
Yeah, he saw Brian Dawkins coming off the edge.
He drops the throw and fires it out of bounds. Flag came in at the end of the play.
Pass interference, number 7.
Offensive pass interference. Plaxico Burris with a smile on his face, so I'm assuming he's the guilty party.
Champ Bailey is right there in the middle of your screen. Ball is in the air, so they make the call. Did you see the block Sean Green put on Brian Dawkins coming off the edge? He completely flipped him in the air.
That's something Latavian Tomlinson is so adept at. He's not playing tonight, as you heard earlier. Normally the third down back for the Jets. So after Champ took one on the ear hole, he trots back out there, and it's second down and 11. And everybody jumps. Broncos are pointing at the Jets. The Jets, of course, are pointing at the Broncos. Bill Levy, our referee,
Number 98 defense.
points
5 yard
to the
penalty.
Broncos. So they get part of the offensive pass interference penalty yardage back.
Get Ryan McBean jumping, I believe, the nose tackle. Plays in their nickel. He's one of their 4 down rushers.
3 wideouts for the Jets. Patrick Turner joins the group.
And remember, Jeremy Curley deactivated for the game because of his knee.
Sanchez pump fakes one way, the screen back to Green. John Green got across the 40, but got cut down by Quentin Carter. And still down. And boy, they can't afford to lose this guy.
No, they don't have a whole lot left with LaDainian Tomlinson down this evening. Then Sean Green.
The end of the play. We'll check on him when we come back. Tonight's aerial coverage is being presented by Southwest Airlines. Here in Denver, right now the Broncos with a 3-0 lead. The Jets might be down to Joe McKnight at tailback. Sean Green did walk off under his own power, but you know, Mike, Joe McKnight's got all of 53 yards rushing this year.
Yeah, and third down is a problem area. He's not ready to pass protect his quarterback. It's a good thing for the Jets. They activated rookie Bilal Powell this week because of the injury to LaDainian Tomlinson.
On 3rd and short, the guy I just talked about, McKnight, and he fights his way with second effort, or maybe third effort, to pick up the first down.
This is a guy, Brad, that when they first started, when they drafted Joe McKnight out of USC, kind of a ballyhoo guy, make you miss, good back. But when they drafted him, he came to training camp, and the first thing he did at minicamp was throw up. He wasn't in shape. He wasn't ready to go. People jumped all over him. And I think the best thing that happened to him is Mike Westhoff, the special teams coach, kind of ended up taking him and saying, you got to get your butt in shape if you're going to play for us.
Right.
And there you go, first down. And since then, he's been a catalyst on special teams. 107-yard kickoff return. He's forced a fumble. He's blocked the kick. He's dropped the punt. But that's part of the program. That's how you grow up.
There's Sean Green, and whatever is ailing him is definitely putting a grimace on his face. 62. So McKnight is going to have to carry the load until Green can come back. But right now, it looks more like he's heading to the locker room.
And this is what happens to you with option football. By the way, that Vladimir Dukas is in over here as the third tackle.
So first down. Jets at their own 43. Sanchez. Deep ball on the sideline for Burris. Jump ball. Broken up. Wow. Goodman stayed right there with him and flagged down.
That's one of those situations where Sanchez is going to throw it up in the air and trust the 6'5" Burris. Great coverage by Goodman, and then Dawkins came over the top. Here comes the jump ball. Look at the hip-to-hip. That's really good by Goodman. A lot of contact, but I love what Goodman did. And there's the hit there. Dawkins late and up high. No problem with the coverage by Goodman. They're going to get Dawkins on the hit.
Bryant's hit a lot of guys in 16 years.
There's John Fox.
Yeah. And he's not a happy guy right now.
And several years ago, that play would be legal. However, with defenseless players, you can no longer make that hit. Brian Dawkins has been around a long time. This is his 16th year out of Clemson. John Fox, irate.
First down, Jets at the 41. McKnight, good run inside to the 35. Joe Mays made the stop, pickup of 6 for McKnight. Doesn't have the kind of size Sean Green does, about 20 pounds lighter. And again, with Ladainian Tomlinson, if you're just joining us and haven't heard, out tonight with a knee injury, not even active, so the running back core for the Jets is very thin right now.
It's a big opportunity for Joe McKnight. That's the way I look at it.
Second and 4. He gets another opportunity here. A tough yard. Roderick Bunkley made the stop. The Jets, of course, known as pound and ground over the years. 09, 172. Last year, 148 a game, was 4th in the league. But this year, 98 is 24th in the National Football League. And now they're trying to do it with a thin running back core. The third down here.
Bilal Powell, the rookie we just talked about out of Louisville, bigger back, is now in the game.
Broncos bring everybody up close. Sanchez, quick throw on the slant, he got it complete. Broncos are saying it hit the ground. Santonio Holmes saying, I caught it.
Really good job by the receiver. You got to win inside if you're the receiver on slant. He beats Bailey back to the inside. That ball is loose to me. Hit the ground. I think if they get a chance to call this, the red flag is out there already, and they're going to challenge it.
Champ Bailey said no way, and on that first replay, it kind of looked like the ball did hit the ground. Here's Holmes trying to come up with it. The ball is in and out, and that looks like it hits the ground.
That's not even close.
Next to his body. I think this one's coming back when we come to it. Here's the call.
Receiver went to the ground. It's an incomplete pass.
Incomplete pass.
It's pretty obvious, and you know, Brad, that's an obvious call. But that Thursday night game we had with the Harbaugh brothers, I mean, who would have thought 3 months ago that San Francisco and Jimmy would come into that game with a better record possibly than John? How about that?
Yep.
And I love the fact that on Thanksgiving evening, when families come together to watch football, we got the Harbaugh family, and they're almost like the kings of football. Dad Jack won a Division I AA. The sisters married to a basketball coach. I mean, it is a big-time sports family.
Well, we'll take our family up there. We hope you join us on Thanksgiving Day and night on NFL Network. Nick Folk to try to tie the game This is a 52-yard field goal attempt.
We're at altitude, right?
Yeah, he hit a 56-yarder, a Jets record here in Denver. So he's got the leg and he knows this stadium. Kick on the way, but it's going to be left on him.
Yep. And keep in mind now where the ball comes back to. This is the downside of missing a long field goal. The attempt came from between the 42 and 43-yard line, so great field position for the Broncos. Just hooked it.
That's a folk tail. Tail to the left.
Tail. That's why they pay you the big money, Nessa.
That's right.
A folk tail.
John Fox doing a little leaning of his own.
Now, this is what option football does to you. It keeps the clock moving. It keeps you in possession when you're playing well. More snaps so far for Denver in a low-scoring game. They love it. It keeps them in what they do.
McGahee. Here at McIntyre, the outside linebacker brought him down, but McGahee got 4.
Garrett McIntyre activated for this game. Typically just plays special teams because they want another guy that can set the edge. Calvin Pace on one side. He was up against the tight end, did a good job there.
Pick up a 4 from McGahee, second down at 6. At the 47 here in the late stages of the first quarter. Here's the handoff to McGahee, and he lost the ball, and the Jets have got it. Bart Scott with a fumble recovery.
Tackled by Virgil Green.
So the Jets get it right back on the turnover.
This is a little bit of a bear look where they cover up the 3 inside guys. Watch Wilkerson, I believe, right here on Clady. I think he gets his long arm in there on the strip. I think it's Wilkerson, couldn't see a number. The ball comes out late. Calvin Pace gets a piece of it, and Bart Scott alertly picks it up.
Jets with an opportunity at the 35. Do they try to get a big one here on a sudden change?
Yeah, man, keep your eyes open.
Sanchez, quick throw, complete to the 30. And it's Joe McKnight out of the backfield. That might be the last play of the quarter. Calvin Pace is going to be the guy that got credit for punching that football out of the arm of Willis McGahee. We played one in Denver, and the Broncos, who've had trouble winning at home, have the early advantage. Denver 3, Jets nothing. Second quarter on deck. Stay in the game all season long with the NFL's new selection of mobile apps. Get unparalleled access to stats, fantasy news, video, and more. Go to NFL.com/mobile today. Second quarter about set to begin. Brad Nessler, Mike Mayock, Alex Flanagan. The NFL Network crew with you from Denver. The Broncos lead 3-0.
The area of the field where Plaxico starts to come into play.
McKnight dragged down as he hit the 25-yard line. And let's check in with Alex.
Brad, Sean Green still in the locker room with what the Jets are calling a rib injury. His return is questionable. Remember, though, Mark Sanchez telling us he was already concerned about his pass protection from his running backs. LT, remember, not playing in this game. He said this was going to be a big test for Sean Green. Now it might be a big test for Joe McKnight.
Absolutely. He got a first down, though, at the 25-yard line.
And they're running the football efficiently, which is the best of all worlds for the Jets.
Burris is in the slot, now becomes the wideout at the top of the screen. Sanchez, quick slant, complete to Holmes, and he's down to the 11th. 13-yard strike, and that's the kind of throw Mark Sanchez likes to make.
Yeah, he's on time, on tempo with an in-breaking route. They're going to fake it this way, and then look at the soft corner. Slant in here, and when he throws on time, play action, plant the back foot, look at the ball come out, and look at the cushion. Bang. Well done by Sanchez.
Holmes with the first down. 3 rushes, 2 passes. The tight end Keller in motion. McKnight, little hesitation in the backfield, trying to find an avenue to run, and he can't find one. Maybe got a yard Joe Mays made the tackle. The Jets have scored touchdowns 62% of their red zone drives, 4th in the NFL. Mike already mentioned Plaxico Burress. 5 of his 6 touchdowns this year have come inside the 20-yard line.
Yeah, and it was a point of emphasis in the offseason to improve red zone proficiency, Brad, on both sides of the line of scrimmage.
Burress is to the top of your screen. McKnight will empty the Jets backfield. 2nd down and 9. Sanchez, quick throw. And Holmes would have had a touchdown if that pass would have been online.
If Sanchez was looking to his left, there's underneath coverage because of Von Miller. This is an interesting throw. Von Miller's going to drop off into his lane. Watch what happens. He's going to come back on the slant. There he is, right there. He's very concerned about that, and he actually gets a piece of it. He's got to be more aware of different colored jerseys in his vision as he throws the football.
Dennis Allen told us that they're going to double team Plaxico Burress and let Champ Bailey take care of number 10 in this type of situation. 3rd down and 9. They need to get to the 2 for a 1st down. Sanchez pumps, buys himself some time, throws complete, but it's short of the 1st down. Powell made the catch, but right on top of him is Wesley Woodyard.
And Woodyard is the nickel linebacker, and Brad, you called it correctly because they were all over number 17 at the top of the corner of the end zone. He wanted to go to his left. He checks it down to allow Powell. And here comes Wesley Woodyard, who is more almost like a safety at Kentucky, doing a great job in the open field and forcing a 4th down.
There was the Jets looking like they might go for it, and now they hustle off and the field goal unit comes on. 4th down and 2. And now they're going to have to call a timeout. There was some thought to going for it. Penalty markers. I don't know if they got the timeout called before the flag. At any rate, we've got a timeout. 2nd quarter, 3-0 Denver in front. Thursday Night Football is brought to you by Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Here we go. And by Courtyard. It's a new stay. Jets got the timeout call before the flag flew in from the end zone, and they had contemplated going for it on 4th down at the 2-yard line. Instead, they bring out the field goal unit. So you're going to see guys running on the field, off the field. There's Rex Ryan calling the timeout. You see the flag right in the middle of the O and the word Broncos in the end zone. But they picked that up because he got the timeout called in time. So field goal, Nick Folk, who missed from 52 earlier. This will be a 21-yard attempt. And this one's good. So with 12:05 remaining in the half, Willis McGahee's fumble and the Jets' recovery is what started this drive. And it led to Folk for 3. Tie game. Tebow warming up. Tim Tebow's celebration of dropping to one knee with his head in his hand has become an internet sensation. All over the world, people are Tebowing like this. Stonehenge, Leaning Tower of Pisa, the soldier in Afghanistan, the Eiffel Tower, a double Tebow, the Grand Canyon, at the Vatican, where the Pope pretty much does that every day.
I'm not sure he'd call it Tebowing, though.
Cassius Vaughn is going to bring out the kick from 6 yards deep. And he got the corner, he got a block. And the kicker is there trying to bring him down. Cassius Vaughn down the sideline and tripped up at the 40, or it would have been a touchdown. Donald Strickland saved the score with a great kick return, a 66-yard run back by Cassius Vaughn.
And it looked initially like really good coverage by the Jets. I thought they had him right there. Once he breaks that tackle, he's on top of the kicker, and that's an easy one. I'm going to make you miss. And Cassius Vaughn with a huge run back, 2nd-year player from Ole Miss, free agent, great field position for Denver.
Donald Strickland didn't give up, though. Give him credit. The 8-year pro out of where else? Colorado tripped him up, or he would have been gone. At the 39, Broncos, and look at this set.
Inverted wishbone.
McGahee is going to be stood up and dropped for a loss.
I mean, Leonard from behind, and that's really a good job And what they're trying to do is get their safeties into the run game. And when you can see that inverted wishbone, Leonard was playing like an outside linebacker.
One of the tough guys around the NFL, despite the fact he's not the biggest in the world, Jim Leonard.
Jimmy Leonard's, in my mind, always been underrated. Came out of Wisconsin, had 9 or 10 interceptions one year, punt returner. Everybody said he's too small.
He was a walk-on from a little town in Wisconsin. Barry Alvarez says, I don't care, he can play football.
Too small, too slow, and all he did was intercept passes and return punts.
And again, no gain on the play. Lance ball stops. Let's check in with Alex.
Hey guys, well of course defensive adjustments were going to be a big part of this game. It appears like Bob Sutton, the Jets linebacker coach, is really making a lot of them on the sidelines when the defense is sitting. He has the pictures, is kind of talking to all the coach. Remember, he was the head coach at Army for 9 years, where of course they ran the option. He was tasked with teaching the Jets defense how to defend it this week. It was not an easy task, of course, had 2 days, really 1 day to teach his guys.
They're doing a pretty good job so far. They forced a 3rd down and 11 here. All 3 wideouts to Tebow's right. He looks that way and goes that way. Complete to Eddie Royal. But Eddie would have to do it all on his own. He only got 2 yards on the play.
Yeah, and that's Jimmy Leonard. We just talked about him. When you get an athlete in space one-on-one, you expect your athlete on offense to win. Eddie Royal makes the play. Watch what, Leonard makes the play on Eddie Royal. He knows the sideline is his friend, so he plays him to the sideline, won't let him cut it back. Does a great job making 2 consecutive plays, and Jimmy Leonard is personally forcing the punt here.
And he's back to return the punt if he can get his hands on it. Britton Colquitt to kick.
What did Rex tell us last night about Leonard?
Jim Leonard could catch a punt in a hurricane. And it's been kind of windy here today, so he might have to. He will take the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. Jets will be on offense when we come back. Talking about Tebowing, this was right before the game. That'll be a picture he'll keep forever. Tie game. Thursday Night Football is brought to you by Kia Motors and the new 2012 Kia Optima. And it's not your average midsize sedan. And by K Jewelers. Every kiss begins with K. Well, Rex Ryan wrote a book one time called The 46 Defense, Coaching Football. And on page 67, that's where it starts. Defending the option. I know you're going to read this whole thing on the plane tomorrow, but
I tried. There's 20 pages, and of course, because his father, Buddy Ryan, is the architect of the original 46.
Right.
What do you think the first suggestion is in defending the option? Use the 46.
Use the 46. So we'll see Bear defense tonight, I guess, and they're doing a pretty good job. Alex was talking about it a couple of minutes ago. Right now, they're on offense, though. The Jets in a deep hole. At their own 9. McKnight dropped for a loss of a couple. Bunkley was the first guy there.
Yeah, nose tackle working against the all-pro center Mangold. Really did a nice job.
Remember, Sean Green's in the locker room where it appears that it's a rib injury problem. LaDainian Tomlinson not activated with a knee. And so Joe McKnight, who had all of 53 yards rushing coming in to this game, is the guy trying to carry the load on the ground for the Jets. Broncos fans making some noise for Sanchez at his own goal line. Screen pass, McKnight had to make a tough catch. Only got a couple out of the deal. Nice job by Brian Dawkins coming up to make the hit.
Brian Dawkins still in year 16, one of the most aggressive defensive players in the league. And Brad, I thought it was really fun talking with him yesterday.
Well, he's a pro's pro.
Oh, man. He started trying. Here comes a hit. How many steps late did Von Miller hit him? No call made. And Thomas on the sideline, Marcus Thomas, who made that play on first down, he's down also.
At the 9, 3rd and 10. Sanchez hurried through over the middle, incomplete. Intended for Turner, I think. He was the closest guy.
And because of the location of the field and the fact that they're concerned about the running back and pass protection, we're seeing a lot of quick throws right now. And Denver doing a real good job. Dennis Allen, their defensive coordinator, on 3rd down, disrupting the route.
Eric Decker and Eddie Royal both have punt return touchdowns this year. They await the kick from Conley. High kick. Camping under it. Decker at the 48. Only a short return, though. Nice job by the Jets special teams. Exactly 8 minutes remaining in the half. Getting physical here at Mile High. Thursday night football, Sports Authority Field at Mile High. Tie game 3-3 as we take a look at Mike's playbook here.
You know, we've talked about different kinds of option, and we'll get to that in a second.
Third time the Broncos have started in plus territory tonight at the Jets' 48-yard line. Eddie Royal comes back there. There's the zone read by Tim Tebow and takes it for 7 or 8 yards.
Brad, that is the triple option in the NFL. It's the zone read. He's going to come in front, fake there. There's the first one. Now Tebow pulls the ball, and he's got a pitch man. But look at the hole that opens up. Bang. Option 2, he likes it, doesn't need to make the pitch, gets up the field for 8 yards.
Second down and short. Jeremiah Johnson now in the backfield. See an eye set here, and here is the pitch. Johnson bobbles it. Look out! Kept control barely. Bart Scott and McIntyre are there to make the hit.
Real good penetration again, forces the quick pitch, and Johnson wasn't ready. Watch the penetration. Bang, in between the center guard gap again by DeVito. Jeremiah Johnson, first-year player out of Oregon. Got to catch the football. It's off the back of your pad, I know it. But, Brad, the only way Jets have scored so far is off the turnover.
Yep.
You can't turn the football over.
They're going to waste another opportunity on the plus side of the field if they don't pick up this third down.
Bart Scott said, dude, you know, welcome to full-time action in the NFL. If you want to play, you're going to get hit.
And Scott's the guy that went out. Here comes a blitz. Tebow over the middle, overshot his intended receiver, and Daniel Fells, the tight end, was open.
Yeah, and this is an NFL stick throw that an NFL quarterback would be expected to make. Here he is, and it's just a little down and in route, a dig route. Half separation, a good window right there, fitted in between the two linebackers. Throws it out in front too far. That should be a first down.
So they took over on the punt return at the 48. Now they're at the 49, and they're punting it themselves. Colquitt to kick. Leonard's going to let this one go. And did it make the end zone? Yes, it did. Oh, boy. Wow.
That was close.
Matthew Willis was trying to track it down in the corner.
Get your head on a swivel.
And it just made it. Nice attempt, though. This Sunday on NFL Game Day morning, catch Michael Irvin's exclusive interview with Deshaun Jackson of the Eagles. Don't miss NFL Game Day morning, Sunday starting at 9 Eastern, only on NFL Network.
It's an interesting interview, especially given where the Eagles season has gone so far. You know, you're talking about the Eagles that with 3 wins have a big game this weekend. And the Deshaun Jackson thing in Philadelphia has just kind of like incented the whole town. People have opinions all over the place about Andy Reid's treatment.
The Eagles need to win every week from here on out. Wilson in Seattle on December 1st. Here's a throw. Tight end made the catch. Got decent yardage. 6 yards for Keller. Chris Harris made the stop.
Yeah, I don't know why he waits so long. Watch the motion right here, okay? He's going to come back across the green. Give it to him. He's open. That guy can't get there, and you've already beaten that guy. Give him the football, the chance to get up the field and break a tackle. You give it to him right on the sideline, Brad. There's nowhere to go.
Keller goes out after picking up 6. Broncos showing blitz. McKnight runs into trouble immediately. Ryan McBean and a loss of 1. This game is very important for both teams. The Jets, after a deflating loss to the Patriots, know there's no room for error anymore. Buffalo's there with them at 5-4, and New England's got the lead in the East. In the West, same story. Denver can get in there and be within striking distance of Oakland if they win at home tonight.
And if you're a Jets fan, if you can steal one tonight, then you get extra time to prepare for the game at Buffalo.
3rd down and 5. Let's see if we're going to get a flag.
Sure looked like Doomerville and maybe Wayne Hunter jumped.
Bill Levy checking numbers.
Neutral zone infraction, number 92 defense. Came in the neutral zone, an offensive man to false start. The 5-yard penalty will result in a first down.
Yep, it is. Good call. So there's a gift on 3rd and 5.
Both defensive coordinators, I think, on short weeks with great game plans. So far, we've talked so much about the Denver offense, but they've been shut down a little bit, and so has this Jets offense.
Jets haven't had a lot of big plays all year. They've only got one play over 40 yards on the season, and we've had no big plays tonight, really, with the exception of that kickoff return a little bit earlier in this quarter. Bunkley again, he's been a man to handle on that front wall defensively for Denver.
Ryan Schottenheimer has, I think, his hands full a little bit right now, Brad. People talking in New York, you know, ground and pound, where is it? The run game not being successful. Can Mark Sanchez take that next step to become a big-time, quote, Super Bowl-type quarterback?
Sanchez on 2nd and 8, fires near side. And catch, they say, to Plaxico Burress.
I don't know about that, huh?
The line judge came up there and made the call. It was right on top of the player.
They got
trying to snap it here.
There goes the flag.
Sanchez tried to get the snap and take off with it.
Good job by him, but the flag was out there way before he ever snapped the ball. Shoddy's looking at it going, oh, man.
John Fox watching it on the big screen. Here's another look.
Denver.
When does he have full possession? And it sure looks like that foot's down before the knee is. Have to have full control and possession of the football. Remember, there's that back foot is dragging, but that knee's down, I think, before the back foot is inbound. Let's see. Even if you give him the first one, it looks like that knee hits before the trailing foot.
Would have been a 12-yard pickup on a first down, but we await on the challenge. The call on the field, a completed pass. They look upstairs, and Charles Stewart, our replay official. John Fox in his first year as a head coach here. After a 2-14 campaign with the Carolina Panthers last season, but comes over here. They wanted to change after Josh McDaniels and go in a very different direction. John Elway and company, and this guy has been around a long time, and he's been a good coach.
Yeah, and he's kind of a defensive-oriented coach. That's his background, obviously, and I thought it was a great hire with Dennis Allen coming over from a New Orleans defense. Sanchez is best when that back foot hits and he gets the ball out quickly. He's a timing and rhythm passer. When he's got to pull, like a lot of young quarterbacks.
The receiver did get 2 toes down with possession. It's a
gave him a second toe.
Denver will be charged a timeout.
It was really close, the second toe and the knee.
The rest of the game.
So you assume possession right there. One toe tap. Now look at the knee and the back toe. That's correct. That is correct.
Rex Ryan said, I knew it was good the whole way. Lost timeout for Denver. And the Jets keep the drive alive at their own 44. Just under 4 minutes remaining first half in a 3-3 game here in Denver. Powell, the tailback in the eye. He gets the call, and he's going to go down for a loss. Boy, Von Miller, how good is he going to be? He already is as a rookie.
Yeah, he's got a chance to be special. 8 sacks coming into the game. You're going to see him come through the tackle tight end gap from the backside. Gets low, under. Look at him dip, rip, and tackle. Kid's special coming out of Texas A&M. A lot of people thought, why would a 4-3 team draft him and make him a linebacker when he's a natural edge rusher? But they've done a great job incorporating him into all phases of the defense.
Sanchez with a shotgun on second down at 12. Throw completes. Turner. He got to the 49. And it'll bring up third down there.
Chris Harris, who made the tackle there, is a unbelievable story, I think.
Sure is.
Here's a kid, undrafted, not invited to the combine. 41 starts at Kansas. And Brad, there's 250 kids drafted. There's over 300 at the combine. He's a 4-year starter at Kansas, captain of the team, no medical, no off the field. And I apologized to him yesterday. I didn't even know him. I said, I'm really sorry.
That was your opening line. I'm supposed to know all this stuff about the draft. I'm sorry.
I was like, you do. I'm so sorry.
Third down at 5. Big play here and a bad ball. Snap. Sanchez has to track it back, way back at the 26. That could have been even a worse disaster. I don't know if that snap was wide or if he wasn't ready for it from Mangold or what. But he barely got a hand on it. So here's Denver with another opportunity in plus territory.
Look at McKnight. He's supposed to cut in front and catch the football. That was a direct snap to the tailback.
Joe didn't know that, though.
He knew it. He made the cut, but it was right by his head.
The game clock operator put 2:22 on the game clock.
So
2:22.
football just inside the 27-yard line. A mistake by the Jets has given Denver another golden opportunity, but they've been unable to take advantage of being on the plus side of the football field for the majority of the night. They only had 3 points. Fourth down at 27. TJ Conley to kick. Eddie Royal will be back deep. This time they don't put twin return man back there. Royal's got an 85-yard punt return for a score. And that was against Oakland. He's going to have a chance here from the 32. And again, the Jets do a good job on special teams to get down there. Give him only a 5-yard return. Tim Tebow on the ground has been sensational as a quarterback in his first 7 starts. Some kind of unique company for him. Most rushing yards, first 7 career starts at quarterback, joining Randall Cunningham, who was next in line, and then the guy that we think Tim reminds us of a lot, Bobby Douglas with the Bears back in 1969.
Yeah, 6'4", 225-pound left-handed quarterback that everybody wanted to move to tight end or fullback. Sound familiar?
Yes, here's the zone read again at Tebow on the ground across the 40-yard line. And that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining.
The 2-minute warning.
Jets and the Broncos deadlocked in a 3-3 tie. Stay tuned at halftime for the Kia Motors halftime show. Gary Henderson, Kurt Warner, Sterling Sharp will be along. It'll be interesting to hear Kurt's take on the quarterback play tonight. Plays a little different than number 15, that's for sure.
This Jets defense has done a phenomenal job on a short week stuffing the Denver rush offense.
Debo on play action. Flush down to the pocket. He'll get what he can and get bumped out of bounds by Calvin Pace. No gain for Tebow. And it's going to be third down and long.
And this is one of the problems when you want to run the football is you get in the 2-minute drill. Now you want to throw. 2 receivers to the top of the field on a double post route covered, and then they had a crosser from the other side. Bart Scott picked up the crosser right there. The whole thing's counterfeit. Here's a guy that in an option offense is going to probably have a boring night. Darrelle Revis, who I think is the best corner in the game.
Well, he said he hopes they don't fall asleep because they're not going to see many passes in the air. They'll see one here. Tebow rifles this one, and it might be a first down if Eddie Roy gets a good spot, but he's not going to. It'll be short.
Yep. And there's plenty of time left now. 1:40 and rolling. If you're the Jets, Do you use a timeout right now? Here's Tebow. Puts it on him.
That's a good throw.
It is a good throw, but number one, you've got to make the break to get enough yardage to get a first down. And look at the ball. Look at the ball again. Remember, we're inside 2 minutes. It'll be a booth review if they do anything here.
Colquitt is set to punt. We're going to see a review. We're going to see a punt. A mile high in the air. No pun intended. Jimmy Leonard calls for the fair catch and gets out of the way. This one made the end zone too.
Willis and Cassius Vaughn both had an opportunity that time to make a play.
53-yard punt.
It's a big hop, and remember in the NFL, once you go in the end zone, you can't touch the football. It's coming back to the 20. Willis is in the end zone. I thought that was a good punt, and they had an opportunity to make a play.
Jets have 2 timeouts to work with. Just under a minute to play. Sanchez comes out to the huddle. Trying to muster some offense here tonight. Broncos have allowed a lot of points in the last 2 minutes this year. Sanchez in the gun from the 20. McKnight, they play it safe up the middle with a quick opening draw, and McKnight got 8 or 9 out of it.
Standard fare in the NFL in the 2-minute offense. Start with a screen or a draw, something quick. Kickstart your drive. Interesting matchup now with Harris on Holmes.
Sanchez throws complete to Holmes.
There's a busted assignment there. Harris ran away. They double teamed on the outside, and I don't know how you leave Santonio Holmes that wide open.
And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
I think he was stunned. He had so much room when he caught the ball and turned up the field.
Exactly. Well, they worked it out to the 37. 36 to go in the half. Burris along with Holmes and Turner, the 3 wideouts. Dustin Keller hasn't caught a ball yet tonight. Now he has. Going to be stopped forward progress at about the 42.
You know, Wayne Hunter, the right tackle, gets a great shot on the rookie Von Miller.
27 seconds remaining in the half. Timeout Jets.
30-second timeout.
Don't forget, coming up, the Kia halftime show. You can win a trip to Hawaii. Michael Irvin will have his exclusive interview with Deshaun Jackson. Kara and Kurt and Sterling will be talking about this first half. 27 seconds remaining. Down to 1 timeout. There's the coordinators that are going against each other. Brian Schottenheimer, Dennis Allen. Little cat and mouse game here in the last half minute of the half. Jets have got some room to work though, but just 1 timeout remaining.
Denver playing deep in the secondary. Quentin Carter is about 20 yards deep.
Mark Sanchez over the middle, completes it. It's a first down in Bronco territory to McKnight. They drag him down at the 43-yard line. And they hurry up here with now 10 seconds remaining.
Oh, they faked the
throw. They got it out to Keller.
Great job by the Broncos being alert. Sanchez made a big deal out of, we're going to clock it, we're going to clock it, we're going to clock it. They tried to catch him asleep, and the Broncos did a great job.
Worked for Dan Marino. It didn't work for Mark Sanchez.
Exactly right. See, watch what happens with Sanchez down here. The Broncos are confused right now. It's open right here, but look at the job by the corner coming off the edge, making the tackle. It was Champ Bailey, and if you're going to go after somebody, it's probably not the savvy veteran. Heck of a job by Bailey. That's a Turner. You got to go block him.
Champ Bailey showing why he's a 10-time Pro Bowler, more than any cornerback in NFL history. Well, they're going to bring out Nick Folk to try a field goal. This one's going to be from a mile away.
Yeah.
We've seen a 63-yarder from Sebastian Janikowski here. Jason Elam hit a 63-yarder in 98 here in the thin air. And this is a 61-yard Nick Folk field goal attempt. His career long is 56. Spoke. Kick on the way. Not quite. He gave it a ride, though. Thought we were going to see another 60-plus yarder, but not quite. They head to the locker room, dead even. End of the first half. Broncos 3, Jets 3. Stay tuned for the Kia Motors halftime show coming up next. Neither team winning so far. Tie game at halftime, 3-3. As we take a look at the first half game summary presented by Best Buy. You're looking for a bunch of offense. You've come to the wrong place.
35 yards rushing, Brad. 17 attempts. I mean, again, not much of a mathematician. 2 yards a carry.
Right. You saw the Denver Broncos starting field position. They were on the plus side 3 times, and they only got a field goal. So somebody's got to get some offense rolling here in the second half.
Yeah, I think the story, though, of the first half is we talk nothing more than all about Tim Tebow, option, and Mike Pettin, the defensive coordinator, is really the guy that teed up this Jets defense. And the key to stopping option is playing big, playing with numbers, and then penetration. Mike DeVito, point of attack on 4th down early in the ball game. Sione Buha, again, beats J.D. Walton. Penetration, makes the tackle in the backfield. Athlete in space, Eddie Royal, one-on-one with Jimmy Leonard. You got to win this if your offense. Leonard plays leverage, uses the sideline, makes a great tackle. So I really think Mike Pettin and this Jets defense has done a phenomenal job.
Before the kick, let's check in with Alex.
Hey, Brad, well, both head coaches telling me at the half that this is exactly the type of game that they expected. A defensive battle. Rex Ryan said that his team made the necessary adjustments on defense in the first half. On offense, he wants them to continue doing what they're doing. Run the ball and hit some of the passes on the outside. Keep an eye on the altitude, you guys. It's affecting some of the Jets players. Santonio Holmes taking some oxygen in the first half. They're tired, working on a short week.
And you talk about defense, Alex. The Jets' longest play from scrimmage is 14 yards. Broncos offense only had 1 play over 10 yards, and that was the first play of the game when Tebow threw that 28-yard pass to open up the first quarter. Prater to kick. Bang. Deep. And out of the back of the end zone. So the Jets, again, working from the 20-yard line.
And I ran into Trent Green in the hallway at halftime, and being a former quarterback, Brad, he wasn't real happy with this first half.
Well, there's the numbers for the 2 quarterbacks. 5 out of 7 for Tebow and 14 of 17, but only for 104 yards. A lot of short stuff for Mark Sanchez.
And keep in mind, they don't have a tailback that can pass protect.
Right.
So I think they're trying to get the ball out of his hand very quickly.
Sean Green hurt in the first half, so it's Joe McKnight who's been playing tailback for the most part tonight. Powell has seen some time back there as well. First play, 3rd quarter. Jets on the 20. Santonio Holmes in motion. Play action. The throw is on target to Plaxico Burress, and Burress reverses his field. Across the 40, all the way out to midfield. That's the way you start off the 3rd quarter, the longest play of the game.
And that's the throw we've talked about all week that he can make. A timing, play action. Watch what happens as he comes off. Back foot hits. It's a timing throw, an in-breaking route. He puts it right on him. Champ Bailey gets beat. The change of direction, Quentin Carter falls down, and a big play by Big Plats.
Out to midfield. On the first snap of the 3rd quarter. Blitz coming. Toss to McKnight. McKnight's got a little bit of an opening. It closed quickly. DJ Williams is lucky he got a hand on him, or he might have been off to the races.
Yeah, the problem with blitz is that if you miss at the line of scrimmage, if you whiff, he's into the secondary untouched. And watch what happens here. This is great hustle because the blocking is good. DJ Williams gets off the block, retraces his steps, makes a tackle. So a little different pace. The Jets play action, hit the bang route with Plaxico, then a positive 8-yard gain in the run game.
Another first down run, and McKnight looks like he might have it. Robert Ayers made the stop. Going to depend on the spot on this one. They're already moving the sticks, so first down.
Well, Powell comes in. He's in with the fullback, John Connor. Remember Connor in that NFL film series, Hard Knocks?
The Terminator.
Terminator was easily Rex's favorite player, wasn't he?
He'll lead you to the play a lot of the time. Right now, he's moving around in that Jets backfield. Sanchez is going to throw. And flags are down.
Yeah, they got him. No question to me. Andre Goodman had his hands all over Plaxico Burress. And the Jets got what they wanted. No safety help, one-on-one with press
Illegal
coverage.
contact. Number 21, defense. 5-yard penalty, automatic down.
Plaxico Burress wanted a holding call instead of illegal contact.
There it is. He's holding on to him. Plaxico pushed off at the end, but they already got Goodman. Good call.
It's only a 5-yard walk-off to the 35. Broncos have had 4 penalties, all against their defense tonight. McKnight back in the backfield for the Jets. He's led them with 31 yards on his 10 carries. Antonio Holmes 4 catches. Good job percentage-wise by Mark Sanchez. But again, that longest pass was the one earlier this drive at 30 yards to Burress. The quick throw again to Burress. And trying to stretch out to get the first down, but Goodman brings him down short.
And I like the pre-snap reads by Sanchez right now. Single high safety. It's an easy read. Goodman plays off. Play pitch and catch.
What did the coaches tell us for Denver and the players as well? Sanchez is streaky. He can be streaky good, streaky bad. Right now he's on 9 in a row. That's streaky good.
And I keep going back to what does he do well? Timing routes, gets the ball out of his hand on time. In breaking routes, he's best at.
2nd and 1. This is a down you can do a lot with. And they might try. Slant to Burress inside the 15.
This is a play that earlier on Sanchez did a great job on. It's the play action, and now you got to win inside. Press man when you're running a slant. Take them up the field, back underneath, present your numbers for a target. That's all by the receiver. He gave his quarterback a great opportunity to make a play.
Well, he's such a great target. 6'5", 232 pounds. And a great opening march here for the Jets to open the 3rd quarter.
And Brad, did you see how he took him up the field 3 or 4 steps before he came back under? That's a veteran move. He was not in a hurry.
He went to the right, now he comes back to the left, and McKnight goes up, and there's confusion. And we're going to have a timeout. Jets don't want to blow an opportunity.
They're first.
There's an angry offensive coordinator because things were really going well. We'll see if they continue that way when we come back. Thursday Night Football is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Find our fares online only at southwest.com. And by Mercedes-Benz. Experience truly great engineering today at your authorized Mercedes-Benz dealer. Coming up Sunday on NFL Game Day morning, Dallas quarterback Tony Romo sits down with Michael Irvin to discuss the NFL East playoff race. Catch NFL Game Day morning, Sunday 9 Eastern only on NFL Network. Well, the Jets took a timeout. They don't want to waste an opportunity here with a first down inside the Bronco 15-yard line.
Red zone alert number 17. Got a double.
Sanchez backpedals, throws. McKnight on the screen. Joe McKnight is close to the goal line. They've got him down at the 1.
And that's the 3rd screen pass of the evening. I love the call. The right guard, Brandon Moore, watch him pull out. Really good call. Plaxico is double teamed down the bottom. He looks left, comes back to his right. Here comes the setup over here. Right guard, Brandon Moore, body on a body, great cut block. And McKnight almost scores.
Down to the 1-yard line, 1st and goal. Play action. Sanchez pumps one way, comes back the other. It's out of bounds. Wow. Keller got the foot down, but it hit the chalk. And that stops a string of 11 straight completions for Mark Sanchez, a career high for him.
Yeah, and you got to make this throw and catch. He's wide open. How do you make the throw that high and force him out of bounds? I mean, he's wide open. Clearly out of bounds, and that's a bad throw. Look at it. Throw back. It's set up beautifully in between the number 91 Ayers, who's dropping off the Dawkins.
Extra offensive lineman, 2 tight ends. Powell's the tailback, gets the call, runs into a Bronco wall, and he's not going to make it. DJ Williams Wesley Woodyard.
Rolling on the field is a fumble.
Wait a minute.
Recovered by the Jets in the end zone. Touchdown.
It's a touchdown.
I thought I saw the ball come out.
I did not. I apologize.
And everybody's jumping up and down about the tackle, but the ball was out early. Watch what happens here. Great goal line defense and penetration. The ball is out right now. And there it is on the ground, and you can see right there, looks like Slauson jumps on it. Touchdown.
Matt Slauson, the left guard, is going to get a touchdown. And now they're going to review this, I'm sure.
Previous play is under review.
I didn't see the ball come out, and it's hard to miss Slauson at 315 pounds, but I missed that too. Wow.
But this is a huge turnaround. I mean, here's where the defense forces a fumble. They think they make a play. Slauson falls on it. We'll be back and check on what happens with the replay in just a minute.
Official review as we take another look at a crazy play as the ball came out.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands. Touchdown.
With a touchdown. It only figures in a game with very little offense that a guard from Nebraska would score our first touchdown.
Call that poetic justice.
I think so.
DJ Williams stripped it. Get a chance to make a play on the goal line, and the Jets very, very fortunate.
Nick Folk in for the point after. Jets have taken the lead here in Denver. Crazy play, great finish for the Jets on that third quarter drive. NFL Network's the only channel dedicated entirely to America's favorite sport. Every night, Total Access brings you the biggest stars, breaking news, and fantasy updates. Tomorrow night, Ben Roethlisberger breaks down the Steelers season. Sunday at 9. Game day morning prepares you for all the weekend's games. This week, Michael Irvin goes one-on-one with Tony Romo and Deshaun Jackson. For Time Warner Cable and Cablevision customers, NFL Network is carried by DirecTV, Dish, AT&T Uverse, Verizon Fios, and hundreds of other distributors. An 80-yard drive capped off by a left guard's touchdown recovery in the end zone.
Third-year player.
We might not see one that crazy the rest of the year, partner. I don't know. At any rate, it's 10-3. And Tim Tebow and the Broncos waiting to take over to try to answer. Cassius Mullen, remember, he had a 66-yard kickoff return earlier in this game. He'll have a crack at this one, 5 yards deep. This time he's not going to get 66. He's not even going to get to the 12-yard line. Emmanuel Cook made the stop on special teams.
So, Brad, the story for me of the first half and the way this game's gone is how this Jets defense adjusted very quickly and held them to 35 yards rushing in the first half when the Broncos go for 299 against Oakland. The next week against Kansas City, they go for 244, and now the Jets have stuffed them. And that's the story. It's Mike Pettin getting this team ready to play on the defensive side of the ball, and the players executing.
The Broncos haven't had a first down in their last 4 drives. McGahee on the inside, only got about a yard. Wilkerson, the #1 draft choice out of Temple, on the hit.
See these 3 guys right here? That's 3 nose tackles, Brad. That's their big group. 3 nose tackles. Then they've got Garrett McIntyre and Pace. So what they're doing is going real big in the middle of the line of scrimmage, and their 2 best edge-setting guys in Pace and McIntyre, and Mike Pettin's the guy that set this whole thing up. Kind of look bored, didn't he?
I'm sure he's not. Mike's a pretty good scorer in his own right, that's for sure.
Yeah, he is.
10 years ago, he's coaching high school football. Second down and 9, and the Broncos have to take a timeout. So now the fans are getting a little bit uneasy. Their team's down by a touchdown 5 minutes into the third quarter. Broncos trying to even their mark at 500. And the last couple of years, Tim Tebow 4-3 as a starter. The end of last year when he started, and now over the course of the last month, When he starts, things go pretty well. When he doesn't, not so hot. But tonight, not enough offense so far. And here they are inside their own 15-yard line, having to call a timeout as they were a little unorganized on that last snap, or before the last snap. And they find themselves in a 2nd and long here. Tebow's going to throw it out to Lance Ball. Looking for blockers, broke a tackle, got a first down, and then some. And Lance Ball, who had a big game last week, rumbles out and picks up 19.
Yeah, they had a chance to make a play at the line of scrimmage. Ran through the tackle of Bart Scott. Really good run here by Lance Ball. Fake the zone read, come back. Screen is set up well. Runs through the tackle first of Puha, and here comes Scott. Breaks inside of him. Good block by Beatles, pushing him past the hole.
Wide 80. Wide cutting.
High backfield here. Now here's the option and the pitch to the trailer. Ball, and he's got the corner. Head-on collision, but he got another first down or very close to it. Maybe a yard shy. So the Broncos, who hadn't had a first down since there was 7 minutes left in the 2nd quarter, almost have back-to-back first downs on the last 2 plays.
Double option. They're going to option off the outside guy. No give, and here's Calvin Pace. They option off of him. There's the decision. He's going to pitch the ball to Ball, and Pace can't get there. Nice job. That was a little wrinkle they added last week. We didn't see it in the first half. Jets have to be aware.
They did get back-to-back first downs. They respotted that ball after the ball landed at the 43-yard line. Tebow throws on the run and incomplete. Eric Decker, the intended receiver. Antonio Cromartie was covering.
And we've talked an awful lot about Tim Tebow. And what do you get in the pass game? Well, you get a lot of ugly for a while. And it's sometimes how it seems like in the
Number
fourth
75,
quarter with the game on the line.
eligible. 75.
He's got an ability to bring people back, and he gets more accurate. Got an extra tackle in the game now. Chris Clark, number 75.
Wide cutting.
Quick snap on 2nd and 10. McGahee, maybe 3. Check in with Alex.
Hey, Brad. Well, Tim Tebow's teammates love him. We all know that the fans love him here as well, but it hasn't exactly been an easy situation here with the Denver quarterbacks. Of course, you have Brady Quinn, who did really well in the preseason, and Kyle Orton, who was the starter here, and a little bit of an uncomfortable situation. Both those guys obviously want to play, but you watch him on the sidelines. Very helpful to Tebow, a young guy trying to, as you said, learn the offense of the NFL a little bit better when it comes to the pass game, Mike.
Let's see if he passes here, Alex. 3rd down and 7. Deep, man out there, just overshot Decker. Decker had a half step.
And how does Decker always get a half step? And by the way, they're going to have great protection up front. Here comes an overload blitz. They pick it all up. Here's Decker. Watch him get the D-back turned and then break to the middle of the field and run by Irv Smith. If that ball is thrown 2 yards less, it's a huge play for Denver. And I'll tell you, Decker's faster than people give him credit for.
Britton Colquitt in the punt now as the Broncos drive stalled at the 46-yard line. Jim Leonard waits and lets it go. This one takes a positive bounce, and this time number 12 did get there. 3rd time's a charm for Matthew Willis.
Look at this ball bite when it hits. The point hits. Leonard can't believe it's going backwards. Matt Willis says, thank you for the Sunday hop. Beautiful.
Inside the 1, a 53-yard punt. And Willis, who's been chasing those kicks all night long, finally got it one. So now the Jets have to huddle in their own end zone.
This is where Denver's defense has to step up and make a play. Force them to punt out of their own end zone.
This is where you'd like to have Sean Green in the backfield, just to try to plow your way out of there. McKnight's a tailback. Sanchez takes the snap in his own end zone. He's going to go straight ahead with a fullback, and that's probably a good call to get a little bit of room. John Connor with the carry. That's only the 8th carry of the year for the big fullback. Fans are trying to make it very difficult on the Jets right now down there on that end of the field.
Be very interesting to see if Schottenheimer has the confidence to play action and throw the ball, try and get it out from the shadow of their own goal line. Got one wide receiver in the game, and he's being covered by Champ Bailey.
Keller, the tight end, the motion man from the end zone. Sanchez incomplete, going for Keller, and couldn't hit it. And now it's going to bring up third down, basically in your own end zone. You don't want to get caught holding back here either.
Yeah, and they wanted to get to Santonio home. Watch him get blown up in here. Champ Bailey forces him inside. He runs into two different players, including Dustin Keller, his own teammate. Nice job by the Broncos setting up a critical third and long.
Tough spot for Sanchez.
Now they've had some success with screen, and in the last time they did it inside their own 10-yard line.
You get sacked in the end zone, it's a safety. If you have a holding call in the end zone, it's a safety. Third down and 7. They'll play it safe. McKnight all wrapped up at the line of scrimmage by Dumerville.
Great job by the Broncos defense. Dumerville chased it down from behind. And you can feel a shift in momentum in the stadium. They're waking up now.
That punt really did it, and now it's going to be a tough punt for Conley because he doesn't even have as much room as he'd like to have taking the snap here. Eddie Royal waiting back on the other end near midfield. Royal, fair catch, taken in Jets territory. Denver City and County Building. The legislative branch of the government all lit up here on the almost holiday season. 10-3 Jets. Thursday Night Football is brought to you by Lexus. It's time to engineer amazing. Thursday Night Football and our aerial coverage presented by Southwest Airlines. Beautiful night in Denver. Well, here's the Broncos in the Jet side of the field again, but they haven't been able to take advantage of it all night long. At the 49. Again, no gain for Lance Ball.
That's Rapati. You want to give me that last name, Ness? Rapati.
Tua.
Thank you. That was really good. He did a nice job. 6'8", coming down from behind, and I'm telling you, they're shutting down this Denver Broncos run game. But I don't think they're going to get frustrated. I saw them down 2 weeks ago, down by 10 points in the third quarter to Oakland.
Right.
They didn't panic. They continued to run the football, but they've got to make a stand here. Great field position.
Second down and 10. Play action. Tebow hitting the backfield, breaks that tackle. Throws on the run, and that should have been caught. Decker. That one looked like it was on line from Tebow, but incomplete.
Yeah, he shook off McIntyre, who came off the edge. See McIntyre coming here, shakes him off, and now Rapati's going to chase him. Throws the ball late to Decker. It's a fast ball. Decker's trying to keep both feet down and catch the football on the back hip. Probably should have caught it.
Yeah, good call, though. That's what he was concentrating so much on that forgot to take the ball with him. Broncos have missed on their last 6 third downs, and they're only 1 out of 7 overall. They need one here if they're going to get anything going in Jets territory. Tebow throws incomplete. And a man, Demaryius Thomas, who appeared to be open again.
That's another NFL wide open window. That ball has to be complete. This is the education of a young quarterback. Looks left. I like him coming back to the right and not panicking. Now, he understands he's got to throw the ball away from his receiver, but you got to complete that pass. And Demaryius Thomas, if you get both hands on it, you got to help your quarterback also.
Colquitt, he'll try to drop one inside the 10 here. Leonard will take it on the hop. Jim Leonard, and he's got it out across the 20, so that worked out pretty well for him. 43-yard kick and a 15-yard return. Introducing NFL Magazine. Sign up for the new official monthly magazine of the National Football League. Scheduled to launch this December. Go to NFL.com/magazine to learn more today. Mark Sanchez has had a good completion percentage tonight. No touchdown passes so far. Sean Green still warming up over there. He hasn't played since the first quarter when he went down with what we thought might have been rib problems. And it's been Joe McKnight's night so far in Sean's stead.
And keep in mind, everybody thinks LaDainian Tomlinson and his absence tonight means what a great running back, and he is a Hall of Fame running back. But what they miss now is his pass protection on third down. Sean Green, the next best pass protector, is out. So it's difficult when you're working with backups in pass protection.
McKnight out to the 25. Brings up second down and 6 with under 5 minutes and change in the third quarter. The Jets with a touchdown from a fumble and a recovery by Matt Slauson in the end zone. Other than that, just a couple of field goals so far tonight.
And Slauson there on the left, Mangold. You know, when they lost Mangold earlier this year against Baltimore and Oakland, they really struggled. He's the guy in the middle of that line that keeps them together both in the run and pass games.
All-pro center Nick Mangold. Here comes the blitz. Sanchez gets rid of it, but it's behind Plaxico Burress. And he had to get rid of that one in a hurry.
You know, I thought he had an opportunity to make a play on the other side of that because they got a matchup they would have liked, which was rookie linebacker Von Miller trying to cover in space, and that's not what Von Miller can do.
Jets, they've missed on their last 5 third down situations. Both teams struggling on third down. A little different set here. Mulligan basically in the backfield. Now he's on the move. Sanchez throws. It's intercepted by Goodman. Goodman down the sideline. Touchdown. Sanchez hadn't made a mistake until right there.
And it's a big one. In the corner, Goodman undercuts the route. You're going to see it from this side of the field. It's coming this way. Plaxico from inside runs a whip route. He's going to come right underneath. Plaxico's got to protect his quarterback and use that big body to shield him. But that ball should have never been thrown. Really love the play by Goodman. The break on the football, finishing by catching the football. And now we're rocking and rolling in Denver.
Third pick 6 thrown by Mark Sanchez this year. Prater to try to tie it, and does. Oh, how one play can change the complexion of a football game. And as Mike said, they're rocking and rolling at Sports Authority Field here at Mile High, courtesy of number 21, the 10-year pro.
And Sanchez is 18 for 25 today. That's pretty cool right there. Go ahead.
Third year with the Broncos for Goodman. Sanchez, he's kind of got that look on his face that he had in our meeting last night. He came in after a tough loss to the Patriots, and he hadn't gotten over that, and now the hangover is carrying over to that interception he just threw.
And Goodman, of course, 10 years in the league. Dawkins, 16 years in the league. Champ Bailey, 13 years in the league. So 3 of the 4 starters in the Denver secondary in double-digit years. I'm not sure there's another team in the league that can say that. And Goodman is an elite speed guy that may have lost half a step, but he still flies.
The AARP secondary coming through tonight for the Broncos.
Right, and they're babysitting for that free safety position where they've got Quentin Carter and Raheem Moore, 2 draft picks this year. And that, you know, that all comes from stopping them, forcing the punt, field position, forcing a third down situation, and your defense making another play.
So now they're with a penalty after the touchdown. The kick's going to come from the 20-yard line, so the Jets are going to get good field position out of this and should get Joe McKnight a return. He hasn't been able to take one so far tonight, and Prater normally kicks it out of the back of the end zone, he would be hard-pressed to reach that point from where he's kicking off. Still a deep kick.
Looks like last year.
To the 2. McKnight. A little bit of an avenue. Go McKnight. Fumble. Ball's out. Let's see. Denver might have it. Battle for the football. And I mean a fight for the football now. Head linesman and the side judge. Bronco football.
Wesley Woodyard stripped it, and I'm not sure if Rosario didn't get it. But Wesley Woodyard, the nickel linebacker, did a great job stripping the football. Watch 52 come in from the left of your screen. The left-hand hook strips, the ball's loose. And there's Cassius Vaughn, 41, dropping on top of it. And now the fight ensues.
Jets with 2 turnovers in 10 seconds. Wow.
There's nothing that will kill you in the NFL more than losing the turnover differential battle. Joe McKnight, that is the 4th lost fumble by the Jets on special teams this year. And Brad, Mike Westhoff is one of the best special teams coaches in the history of the NFL. Their numbers are great everywhere except right there. That's the most in the NFL.
A lot of teams right here would try to take advantage of that turnover and go for a big play. Probably not the case with the Broncos.
You never know.
McGahee's going to be dropped for a loss of 2 by Wilkerson.
And I'm telling you, the big guys up front, Wilkerson, DeVito, Puha, Dixon, Ellis, Rapati, they're doing a great job rotating those guys through and just extinguishing this entire Denver run attack.
Broncos have been camping out in Jets territory tonight. They don't have anything to show for it except the touchdown by their defense.
They've got to find a way to get the Jets loosened up. The Jets are playing with numbers and they're playing with size, and you got to back them up.
Play action. Tebow throws, and again a diving attempt, and the ball comes out incomplete. Darrelle Revis was covering, and he got his hands on it momentarily.
Play action. They were hoping to get down the field with a dig route. There's Eddie Royal. The ball went in the air. I thought Revis might come up with it right there.
Almost did.
Yep.
Tim has missed his last 5 passes now. Here's a 3rd down and long again. Trying to take advantage of the fumble recovery on the kickoff. They're going to waste another opportunity unless they pick up this 3rd down. Tebow pressured. Throws on the run. And out of bounds. Lance Ball was the closest guy.
Jets kept the free safety in the middle of the field. The post route was not there. And like most left-handed quarterbacks, Brad, much better rolling to his left. I've seen that on tape. He's uncomfortable to his right. And another wonderful opportunity from a field position perspective squandered.
Colquitt dropped the last punt inside the 10, but Jimmy Leonard took it on a hop and got a decent return. Let's see how this one works out. High and short. And Leonard will take it on the fair catch at about the 19-yard line. 3:14 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Around the league this Sunday, Packers and Buccaneers, Green Bay on a roll at 9-0. Best record in franchise history. Matt Schaub's out with a right foot injury. That means it's going to be Matt Leinart. There's some injury problems with a lot of quarterbacks. Big games, Bengals, Ravens, Bucks and Packers, the Titans and the Falcons. Falcons trying to come back from an overtime loss to the Saints, and the Eagles in a must-win with the Giants.
I'm intrigued by Houston and whether or not Matt Leinart has grown up to the point where he's ready to take over that program.
Sanchez, who had a pick 6 the last throw. This one's complete, and his tight end's got a good gainer of 15. Dustin Kelton brought down by Chris Harris.
Yeah, he's going to beat DJ Williams here, and it's a good throw and catch.
Number 62.
Sanchez will be looking to his left. There's the play right there. Good throw. Good catch. gets up the field, makes yardage.
Interesting, Brian Schottenheimer coming right back to his quarterback who just threw an interception for a touchdown and let him throw on first down, and he got a good one out of that. At the 34-yard line, first down, Jets. Play action. Sanchez looked right, wants to come back to his left. And incomplete, intended for Plaxico Burress, but he had a lot of heat coming from Elvis Dumerville.
And I've got no problem with that throw. He had nothing. He looked at the slant up top, it wasn't there. He came back down to Plaxico, it wasn't there. Play action, doesn't see it up top. Now he's coming back to his left. This is where I like what Sanchez does. Throw it away, come back and fight another day.
Second and 10.
That rhymed, didn't it?
It did. Perfect.
Wow.
McKnight hit in the backfield. Down he goes. No gain. Robert Ayers, former #1 draft choice, with a tackle.
And they went right at Ayers and Von Miller, the rookie, first-round pick from Texas A&M.
Now to 2 minutes remaining in the third. We were tied at 3 at halftime, tied at 10 now.
This Denver defense has come a long way in a year. Now you've got Chris Harris, the nickelback, in single coverage all the way out here by himself.
Third and 10, Sanchez backpedals to his left. Now throws incomplete, intended for Santonio Holmes. And he was hit when he got rid of the ball.
Yeah, I'm not sure why you're trying to throw it into double coverage there. Sanchez got hit pretty well there.
And he's hurt.
The pre-snap read to me was up at top with the nickel out wide.
Here's the end of the play. Von Miller right in the kidneys.
Yep.
Second time he's taken one from Miller. One was in the front. This one's in the back.
I thought the one earlier in the game in the end zone was a late hit. I thought this one was a little closer.
T.J. Conley to punt. High, deep spiral. And it bounces out of bounds after a 51-yard kick. Thanksgiving Day, the NFL starts at 10 a.m. A special edition of Game Day Morning, live from Baltimore, previewing all the games, the 3 games we will see on Thanksgiving Day. Thursday Night Football, great matchup. Ravens and Niners. How about the Harbaugh brothers getting together? Jim and John, the first brothers in NFL history to coach against each other. That's next Thursday, Thanksgiving night, 8 o'clock on NFL Network. We're going to have some fun in that one.
No question.
So now the Broncos at their own 18-yard line. Straight ahead give to the fullback, Spencer Larson. And Larson got 5.
Conversation going on there with Beatles and Bart Scott.
Just some friendly chit-chat. Mark Sanchez are kind of trying to loosen up his arm.
Number 75.
Or his hand. I don't know which, but that big shot he took on that last series having some effect.
52.
Behind Tebow on 2nd and 5.
180. Wake up.
Now it's McGahee. Willis trying to weave his way. Got a couple, that's it. We'll bring up 3rd down.
I'm telling you, Denver's going to sit in this and they're going to run the football. They had 3 tackles in the game there, what they call their jumbo set. Chris Clark, but they are down. They are filling so hard. The linebackers are coming downhill so fast. Denver's got to get them off of them. Some play action, some intermediate throws. We haven't seen much option since early.
Right.
It's been a lot more just of the basic zone stuff, not the option.
I think we're going to have a snap before the end of the third. 3rd down and 3. The 2 teams combined are 2 out of 18 on 3rd down tonight.
A couple different ways to look at that stat.
That's for sure. Now with 3 seconds remaining.
Denver. Second timeout.
Did Denver take a timeout?
Why are you taking a timeout there?
I have no idea. Unless they really wanted to make sure on 3rd and 3 that they come up with something. Maybe they thought, or maybe Tim Tebow thought that the clock would run out. 3 or 4 second difference on the play clock in the game clock. And boy, that one they might need later.
That's one of those where I really don't understand in 3rd and 3 why you're calling a timeout. They had plenty of time. I think there was still 5-6 seconds left to snap that.
Well, Denver's down to 1 timeout. Remember, they don't have any challenges available either. That should come into play at some point. John Fox doesn't have any challenges left.
Right. Yeah, he was 1-1 tonight. Won't get him a 3rd one. You got to be 2-0 to get that 3rd one.
Barring a penalty, we have the end of the 3rd quarter on this one. 3rd down, a long 2.
And again, you got man coverage out here if you can challenge them.
Empty backfield, and then I got motion.
That drives me nuts when you come off a timeout you don't like anyway.
Number 87.
And then jump off sides of the wide receiver position.
Terrible. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 7.
That's a coach killer right there. How does a wide receiver who's looking in at the ball ever jump off sides?
Eric Decker. Boy, his girlfriend that sang at halftime is going to yell at him about that one.
At least she wore something.
Yes, she did. She did a great job.
She might be wearing Bart Scott's later.
Well, now we think we're going to have the end of the 3rd quarter, but it's 3rd down and 7. You got to be careful here if you're the Broncos. Tebow. And this one's way over everybody, including the guy holding the corral mic over there.
Yeah, he got smacked
By David Harris. Harris has got a piece of turf. He just got a piece of Tebow.
The 1st quarter.
To end the 3rd quarter. We were even at halftime. At the end of 3, we're still even. Jets, Broncos, 10-10. Tomorrow on NFL Total Access, Ben Roethlisberger joins us on Steelers Cam to discuss leading the AFC North and where he sees his team in the playoffs. Don't miss NFL Total Access tomorrow, 7 Eastern, here on NFL Network. With Mike Mayock and Alex Flanagan, Brad Nessler.
Thank you.
From Denver, we start the 4th quarter. And the Jets and the Broncos deadlocked in a 10-10 tie. Broncos set to punt on the opening snap of the 4th.
One of those games, neither offense can do anything. We just had a defensive pick 6 for a touchdown. Special teams could end up being huge here.
Well, they came after Colquitt a little bit that time. Jimmy Leonard camps under this one at the 24. Made the first man miss. Goes down as he crossed the 30. Lance Ball made the stop. Mark Sanchez coming back out. Alex, anything on him?
Yeah, Brad, you see he's walking back onto the field, putting his helmet on. Came off, can't tell exactly what it was, something between his wrist and maybe his neck. Spent the time on the sideline throwing with Mark Brunell, trying to kind of shake off his arm, maybe kind of a neck, something between his neck and his shoulder. Laughing, though, with Mark Brunell as they went and looked at pictures. I think that's one of the things you got to appreciate about him, which is just his steady demeanor on the sideline.
Nice to have a 41-year-old guy around to help you through the tough times.
He's older than most of the coaches in that staff.
1st and 10, New York. Here's a stretch play to McKnight. And Joe's got room to run. 1st down run, in fact. He's getting a lot more carries than he was anticipating tonight, I can tell you that much.
Sure did. And that time they got Von Miller, the rookie Sam linebacker. They set the edge right there. Look at him right there. Right now, you know you're going downhill and you won as an offense. They got Von Miller hooked. Great job at the point attack by Matt Milligan. The pull by Wayne Hunter. And now you're going downhill.
Joe McKnight came into the game with 53 yards rushing on the season. He's got 46 tonight. Here he is on a toss sweep. And again, nice run to midfield. Oh, I tell you what, he's showing some power too.
He's an explosive kid. He ran through the arm tackle of Marcus Thomas, the defensive tackle. Be interesting to see who wears out in the 4th quarter. The people that are used to altitude, or the Jets who are traveling across the country on a short week.
So right now, McKnight's got more yards in this game than he had in the previous 9 coming in. Powell will take his place and give him a breather as the Jets tailback. Patrick Turner in motion from midfield. It's Powell. And no gain. Nice job by Von Miller.
Yeah, Von Miller came flying from behind. I wouldn't be surprised to see some kind of bootleg. coming up because of the way the defensive ends are crashing. Watch him come down as hard as he can come, jumps over the cut block, and gets a big piece of the tackle on the front side.
Big third down here early in the fourth. As you can see, third down has not been kind to either team.
This looks like a run set here for them.
Might be motion. Is there a flag? No. The throw is complete. It's a first down. And Turner picked up 4.
It's a good job by Sanchez because late rotation by Denver. What happens is they come off the edge here in the safety. Quentin Carter's got to come down and cover man-to-man. They read it correctly, gets the ball out of his hands. Had Carter been more aggressive, he probably could have made that play.
So the Jets in Denver territory at the 46-yard line. Fakes it to Powell, and Sanchez wants to load and go long, and he's going to go down instead. Elvis Dumervil, who a couple of years ago led the league in sacks, has got the second sack of the night for the Broncos.
He led the league because of his power and because he's relentless. Here he's working on Matt Mulligan, and this is the relentless version. Throw him off, quarterback is still alive, go get him. Great acceleration to the ball and a big play.
And it forces second down and long. McKnight back in there on second and 12. Sanchez with 3 wideouts. But it's McKnight on the ground, backpedaling his way for about 3. So here comes third down and 9.
We talked at the very top of the show, Brad, about balance, ground and pound. What do you want to do here? That was their 25th rush of the game against 31 passes. Getting closer to alignment. Remember, when they were successful, it was 54% rush, not the other way around.
Plaxico Burress comes to the near side. Antonio Holmes and Patrick Turner the other way. Third down and 9, and the stadium starting to roll.
Looks like Plax, bottom of the screen.
Sanchez, screen pass. McKnight, blockers in front. First down and more. Down to the 31-yard line. Nice play call and a good job by McKnight.
That is the 4th screen of the evening. They're not a big screen team, but Denver's struggled with it. Now, Brandon Moore, the right guard, is again going to make a big play on this. Here comes the coverage. You run him off out here. You got everybody in here. Look at all the green in between the arrow and the circle. Dump it off. Here's the key block right there. Brandon Moore gets the block, and I like the patience of McKnight, allowing the block to happen before he makes his cut.
First down, Jets at the Bronco 31-yard line.
350.
Quick throw, and it's too far in front of Santonio Holmes, trying to throw a screen out there and let Plaxico Burress lead the way, and that pass wasn't close.
Yeah, that was another smoke where it's called a run, but you have the bumble as an option on the outside. Just a bad throw.
Jason Hunter's the guy that hit Mark Sanchez on this one.
Yeah, watch him make. If you're the right guard, the one thing you can't do is get beat inside on that across your face. Really good job by Hunter, poor by Moore.
Hunter just got rolled up on Sanchez, and that's why Mark was slow to get up again. He's getting beat up here in this fourth quarter. Powell powers his way for 4.
You hear us talk about zone run and zone schemes. All it really means is the entire line is taking a step to their right and picking up the first different color body as they go. It's not a man scheme. It's like in basketball, it's zone. Pick it up on the fly and then let that back make the cut based on wherever you take it.
On third downs on this drive, Mark Sanchez on 3rd and 2 got a 4-yarder. On 3rd and 9 got a 14-yarder on the screen to McKnight. Let's see how he does on this 3rd down and 6. This time, not so successful. Santonio Holmes, the intended receiver, and again, the pressure was coming on Sanchez.
Yeah, it was a pressure because of a potential overload to their right. Brandon Moore, the guard, was very concerned because he had a couple of, look at Moore pointing over here. Here comes the overload, trying to tell Sanchez. They've got 3-on-3, good protection. Set your feet and make a throw. You had time, Mark. That's where a veteran quarterback sets his feet and makes a throw.
Well, a guy that has been pretty successful on long field goals. Nick Folk will try a 45-yarder. He missed a 52-yarder. Mark Brunell to hold. They give the Jets the lead, and this one just got inside the right upright. So the Jets inch their way back in front, and by inch I mean the kick that was inches inside the right upright. 9:14 remaining in the ball game. Folk has put the Jets in front. Thursday Night Football is delivered by Papa John's, the official pizza sponsor of the NFL. And brought to you by Droid Razor. Thin is no longer frail, only at Verizon. 13-10, the Jets defense has only given up a field goal tonight.
Superior numbers at the line of scrimmage combined with a heavy package up front. 3 nose tackles playing often in this game. Dominating the line of scrimmage. Sione Fuha, penetration. Muhammad Wilkerson, the first-round pick, penetration. Stretch play to the outside. Look from the backside. Rapati with a big play. Superior numbers, and I think you're looking at the left at Bob Sutton, who was the Army coach who ran a ton of option when he was the head coach there, and Mike Pettin on the right side, who I think is a great story. And really, Brad, the transition of this being Rex Ryan's defense is over. It's Mike Pettin's defense, and Rex is the head coach overseeing everything.
Folk to kick off. Cassius Vaughn waits in the end zone. Cassius will bring it out at a 66-yarder early in the game. Trying to break tackles, and he's going to be dropped back inside the 10-yard line. Nice job by the Jets special teams.
Yeah, Nick Ballore made a great tackle there.
9:08 remaining in the fourth quarter. Jets by a field goal. The Broncos have gone 3 and out in their last 3 series, and Mike, they can't afford too many more of those because time is running out.
No question, Brad.
The fullback gets a carry here out across the 10 to the 11, Spencer Larson.
You know, Brad, we talked about Mike Pettin a couple of times, but what a great story is. Here's a guy in 2001 was a high school football coach at North Penn High School outside of Philadelphia. He actually took his high school team to the finals of the Eastern Pennsylvania Championship. Do you know who he played against?
Who?
His dad.
Oh, that's always
who coached him in high school and is an icon in Pennsylvania. His dad, Mike Pettin, at Central Bucks West. We'll get back to that in a moment.
Defense doing the job on the Broncos tonight, and they stop him short of the first down again.
So 2001, he's at North Penn. He's trying to get out of high school coaching, and Matt Cavanaugh, who's with the Baltimore Ravens at that time, as their quarterback coach, says, you know what, we've got this video job open. It's not a football job, and it doesn't pay really well, but it might get you in the door. He took 5,000 of Brian Billick's drawings and converted it from Mac to PC. And he had no idea. He lied to them about knowing how to do it. Third down.
They don't get it.
So he gets in the door, works his tail off on the conversion, and at night they use him as an extra quality control guy. Here we are at the point of attack. DeVito, the big defensive guys. Here's David Harris. Bang! Great tackle right there, holding up first down. He does quality control at night with Rex Ryan, Mike Smith, and they end up offering a job in quality control in 03.
Now he's a coordinator in the NFL. Jim Leonard on the punt return gets it into Bronco territory. I mentioned they couldn't afford any more 3 and outs. They just had another one. Now the Jets have got the lead and the ball when we come back. Oh, wow. Talked about the Jets defense tonight. I'll tell you what, Dennis Allen's defense for the Broncos has been pretty strong too.
Yeah, second pick in the draft this year. Coming off the edge, he and Doomerville meet at the quarterback. They get a sack. Von Miller dropping in coverage, something he didn't do at Texas A&M. Spies the quarterback, elevates, get a piece of the football, and finally closing down on the run, makes the play behind the line of scrimmage.
Knight stopped for a short gain. Bungley, boy, he has had an active night at defensive tackle for the Broncos as well.
You're right, Brad, and he's a guy they got from Philadelphia in a trade. Not the 340-pound nose tackle, the behemoth, but the quicker guy that's really effective with movement.
Down to the 7-minute mark. Jets clinging to a field goal lead here.
And if you're a Bronco fan, you've got to do something to turn the field position.
Yep.
Because if you let them punt down to the 10-yard line, you just don't have that kind of offense.
Saw Plaxico Burress and Santonio Holmes both on the right side as Sanchez lost one out there. And he's lucky Andre Goodman didn't snatch that one and go the other way too.
And that might be how they have to win this football game. But Dennis Allen coming off the edge on naked boot. Naked boot means flow that way, come back the other way. Here comes the pressure off the edge by the safety, the rookie safety we talked about, Quentin Carter. The ball was laid up so softly that Goodman almost got there.
So third down and long. Santonio Holmes has been shut out this half. Whoops. Movement all over the place.
And I thought Slauson was trying to pull too quickly there, but I don't know.
All start. Number 78 offense. 5-yard penalty.
Wayne Hunter, the right tackle. So it's third and worse.
Third and worse. What does that convert to?
About 13. John Fox says we'll take it. So that puts it on the other side of the 50. Not a lot of penalties against the Jets, but a costly one. We'll call it 14, in fact. Third down, 14.
Completely changes what you do defensively. You probably only rush 3 or 4 and play coverage.
And they're going to run it. And Powell would drop down at the 44. Where it's fourth down.
And this is where they tried a field goal from in the first half. They're not going to do that now because that was on the final play of the first half.
With Conley out to punt instead. Eddie Royal really hasn't been able to get his hands on any tonight. But a dangerous return man when he does.
Yeah, and I'm not sure you give him a chance here. I mean, the only way you're going to get beat right now is if something crazy happens. Your defense is playing so well.
Fair catch call. Takes it at the 5-yard line. So Denver a long ways away from even being in Jets territory, but they're only 3 down with 5:54 to go. We're the first game of this coming week, and a lot of teams either with 6 or 7 games remaining. So if the playoff picture, if you stopped everything yesterday, here's how it would look. The division leaders being Houston, Pittsburgh, New England, and Oakland. Baltimore and Cincinnati, the wild cards. But the Jets play Denver, obviously, here tonight. They play Buffalo. They've got Kansas City, but they've already lost twice to the Patriots. So this game is very important for both these teams, and so the next 6 minutes is very important for both these teams.
And they've already beaten Buffalo, and they get them again next week.
Tebow from his own end zone. He's right about Eddie Royal made something out of it. He gets sent out of bounds over there by Jim Leonard.
I think Jim Leonard's the one that missed the tackle at the goal line. Now, this scares me, okay? Here goes Royal in motion, the fake. Here comes Leonard. He's coming a long way to try and make a big play. He smelled that thing the whole way. Good job by Eddie Royal, because if he gets tackled in the end zone, it's a disaster.
It sure is. Instead, an 8-yard gain. On 2nd and 2, here's the option. Tebow will keep. He'll get the first down and more. Tim Tebow across the 25, out to the 27-yard line. Well, he pulled off a miracle against Miami. A couple of road wins in the last 2 weeks. Can he do it again?
There's something magical about this kid. And here we go again. He's going to option off Pace, number 97, out here. And he does a good job because Pace slow plays it and doesn't come up and get on the quarterback. He was halfway between pitch and quarterback. I didn't like the relationship of where Pace ended up there.
Empty backfield. Tebow throws on first down, throws a strike. Out to Demaryius Thomas.
Brad, I've watched this kid make a lot of throws, okay, in college and now. He's so much more comfortable when he's moving outside the pocket on the move. When he's chained to the pocket, I think he struggles. When he flows to his left, like right there, it just comes out more natural.
They got 9 on that pass play. Second down and short. Even though he's got wide receivers all over the field, this might be a run for Tim Tebow. Now he's going to throw. And incomplete, nowhere near Thomas that time.
Interesting. David Harris thought the same thing you did, Brad. Empty backfield, alert quarterback draw. David Harris hung right in there and wouldn't allow that to happen. And then you're talking about a fairly complicated timing route on a back shoulder throw between Tebow and Thomas.
Third down and a huge one. And they are only 1 for 11 tonight. And they've got to have this one because they might not get the ball back again if they have to give it up.
I'm not even sure they're punting it. This might be 4-down territory.
And there's a Tebow run this time.
Yep.
And he's got the first down. Well, that was a play early. I thought it was coming, but
and this is when they talk about out-gapping your opponent with the quarterback in the run game. Now it's 11 on 11. Watch the backside block by Franklin. Tebow reads it correctly, and away you go. Good job by Tebow. Picks up the block, and more importantly, Brad, the first down.
New set of downs at the 4-minute mark. Again, an empty set for Tim Tebow. Watched out of the pocket. He'll run it again. Puts his head down. A lot of guys go out of bounds. He goes right through Darrelle Revis.
I'm telling you, this is Tebow ball right here. This is backyard, school ball, Tebow ball. When he's chained to the pocket, he's just a guy. When things start breaking down and he's got a chance to use his ability, look down the field. Look, every other quarterback in the league runs out of bounds. He tries to run Revis over, still gets out of bounds and stops the clock.
3:45 remaining in regulation.
Now it's getting fun.
It is.
Took a while.
Second down and a long one.
Empty again. Look at Harris staring him right down.
Tebow time again. Another first down. Trying to rip the ball out. David Harris couldn't.
Chris Cooper, the right guard, pulled and got on David Harris. Here's Chris Cooper right here. Watch him come around and get on Harris with the key block. This is just a little quarterback counter. Instead of using a tailback, now you have 10 guys blocking instead of 9. Great block by Cooper at the point of attack. And that's not your normal quarterback at 242 pounds who almost lost the football at the end.
He took over at their own 5-yard line with just over 5 left in the game. Now it's the 8th play of the drive. 2 minutes later, first down at the Jets 44. Tebow throws in the dirt. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver.
What did we just say about in the pocket? Not being comfortable. Chained to the pocket. Throws it off his back foot and bounces it out there.
Good looking drive, though. The best one of the night for the Broncos offense.
And let's start thinking field goal also, Brad, and how far in the air Matt Prater can kick this ball.
Prater's career long was last year against the Jets, 59 yards.
And here's the issue. He's 7 for 7 under 40, but only 2 for 7 this year over 40. Alert zone read.
Tebow on play action. Throws complete. Rosario, the tight end. First down, Broncos.
I love the way Rosario protected the catch. Went down on the ground to catch the football. That zone read pass. Here's Rosario. Play action. Not a great throw, but I love the catch.
Now back to the ground game. Lance ball for a couple. We're working our way down near the 2-minute warning. Denver just one timeout remaining. Mike and I are sitting here talking field goals. I'm telling you, if the Broncos get a touchdown, this place is going to come apart.
And I'm not suggesting you settle for field goals, but they are now officially in makeable field goal distance.
Well, when they started at their own 5, that's all they could be thinking about at the time.
Yep.
But now it's down to the Jets' 23-yard line.
And it's been empty formation. It's gotten it done. Spreading the field and letting Tim Tebow read the defense.
Tebow can come over on the sideline and talk it over. This Thursday night matchup is going right down to the wire. 13-10 Jets. Broncos not done yet. Night football is brought to you by Sears. Sears has the perfect gift for anyone on your list. Real gifts, real joy. Sears. And by Jeep. Visit Jeep.com to learn more.
Rich Eisen here getting ready for the K Jewelers post-game show. Highlights and the star of the game on the set. Maybe it's going to take place after overtime, but one thing's for sure, Brad. Looks like we're in the middle of Tebow time. Right?
Absolutely, Rich. Second down and 7. Tim Tebow's got 34 yards on this drive. He's got a few more there.
We're getting away from the old school zone read, and we're going power football now.
Just a 240-pound quarterback saying, bring me down if you can.
Exactly. Zane Beadles pulled that time. Time before was Chris Cooper. It's just power football with an extra blocker in the game.
This one might tell the tale right here. If they get this third down, they can keep the drive going, maybe get a touchdown and win it. Otherwise, we're going to see a field goal if they don't pick this up.
Yeah, we got a knucklehead.
Oh, boy.
We got a knucklehead.
John Fox is saying, let's get an official timeout here. Let's not let the clock go away.
Let's not even show this guy. Knucklehead round. Don't show him. Knucklehead on the field. We'll have to get him out of here. Calvin Pace is shaking his finger. Are you kidding me?
All built up to the third down and 4. And now we have to wait until security gets this guy out of here. Well, he'll be doing the Tebow behind bars tonight. Tim Tebow on this drive has been what everybody came to watch tonight.
Here comes option. Calvin Pace gets too high. He runs through arm tackles, makes a big play. Again, using his legs. Don't run out of bounds. Run him over. Makes a play. And with his arm, Dante Rosario this time, he made the play on a low throw, and here we are, 3rd and 4.
Tebow 5 carries, 37 yards on this drive. Does the drive continue here? Jets show blitz, they're going to bring it. Tebow trying to run around the corner. Tebow's got a first down and more. He might score. Touchdown! How about this kick? 20-yard touchdown. The Broncos in front. And this extra point, all important, because then the Jets would need a touchdown to win. Prater got it.
The Jets brought 8 people in a full-out blitz. Eric Smith was unblocked, so what does Tim Tebow do? They're all coming. That's Smith coming from the left side. Once he outflanks Eric Smith, it's all over. Does he run out of bounds? No. Cut back, through the arm tackle, touchdown. He knows where it's coming from. Look at him. He sees the blitz coming. He knows the outside contained man is 33 Smith. He knows that's the guy he's got to beat. Here comes all the pressure, sees it, beats him.
And then it's T-ball. 20 yards, and this place is going crazy.
Just the most mind-boggling, polarizing amazing figure I've ever seen in football.
That guy probably wouldn't have done it that way.
He'd probably get it done.
Good wheels too, but he'd get it done.
Look at Foxy.
Longest touchdown drive this year. 95 yards in 12 plays, just under 5 minutes. And number 15 did the final 20 on his own.
Remember the Miami game? Ugly until the last couple minutes, and then pretty. Same thing. Look at Brad. He's like, are you kidding me? The whole game, and then they go 95 in an empty backfield?
Now Prater would like to blast this one out of bounds and not give the Jets a possibility of a return. Jets have 2 timeouts left, but now they need a touchdown.
Man.
Whatever it is, he's got it.
Sandwiched around an ugly loss to Detroit. Have been 3 magical games and maybe a 4th.
Raiders kick. From 9 yards in, Cromartie's going to take a chance. Didn't pay off. Rosario had a big catch as the tight end on that drive. Has the hit on special teams, and now number 6 has got his work cut out for him.
He's been a much better fourth-quarter quarterback since the postseason a year ago. And Brad, this is what I love about the NFL. We just saw a young quarterback go 95 and show poise under pressure. Now we're going to get an opportunity to see another young quarterback, another first-round pick.
But he's got to go 86 in less than a minute with 2 timeouts. And he's facing a deafening crowd in this stadium. Sanchez steps into his throw and throws a dart to Keller, the tight end, and he's got a first down and out of bounds.
Really good pass protection, and they picked on the right guy. The nickel backer, Wesley Woodyard, mismatch with Dustin Keller.
You saw Mike McCoy, the offensive coordinator, with his arm around his quarterback on the sideline. Now the Jets quarterback is the one on center stage. Sanchez, the quick throw's too low. Intended for McKnight. 44 seconds remaining.
I'd almost trade that. I don't mind the incompletion there. I'd rather save the timeout and the time.
The fans kind of taking a breath. They'll come to life again as the Jets break the huddle. 17-13 Broncos, 44 seconds remaining. On 2nd and 10, Sanchez waits. Deep ball on the sideline over everybody's head. Goodman was covering Plaxico Burress. It's 3rd and 10.
Yeah, they're not going to let that happen. Dawkins was coming over the top. I really believe you've got to get some kind of intermediate route down the middle, use a timeout. They're not going to let you get the deep one outside.
John Elway, the Hall of Famer, looking on. Can his team win one at home and almost miraculously go to 500 at 5-5, hanging on to a 4-point lead? Sanchez, down he goes, and it's Von Miller again.
This is why this kid is so special. You don't get explosion and ability to move unless you're born with it, like Von Miller. Off the right side, watch Von Miller come off and use a little spin move. Right there, bold, throw him off, big hit.
Said to Von yesterday, I remember when you were in college, always your mom and your little brother were at your games. Does your mom still get a chance to see you play? He said, my mom, Gloria, hasn't even missed an assembly when I was in grade school, much less a football game. So mom is cheering right now. Big sack, and now it's one chance left for the Jets.
Every football game, every track meet, everything. It was really cool to see it.
The Jets, after a heartbreaking loss to the Patriots, coming on the road, and will they suffer another setback? And they would be 5-5. We're going to know in a second. It's 4th down and 19.
You're looking 19. Miller with at least 1.5, if not 2 sacks tonight, would give him 10 for the season.
They've got to get all the way out to the 37-yard line. Here's the ball game.
3-man rush, drop 8. This is where Sanchez has got to let it play out.
Sanchez fires deep middle. Caught. 1st down Jets. Patrick Turner. Now they hustle up to the line. Only 1 timeout remaining. And they're going to take it.
Hey, he ripped that one.
He did.
He ripped that throw. He stepped into it and he put it in a tight window. That was a big-time throw under pressure.
And he's given his team another chance. It's all you can ask for at this time.
This is a really good look at this throw. Watch him slide in the pocket to create a lane right there. And now he's going to have to throw it right in this tiny little window. About a loaf of bread right there. Nice job. That's how big the window was.
On 4th and 19, a 25-yard laser to Patrick Turner. Down to the final 27 seconds. No timeouts left for the Jets. Now they've got to throw things to get out of bounds and try to preserve some clock. If they go down the middle with it, they better hustle. They aren't going to get many chances.
But again, you're protecting as a defense outside in. So if you can get that 18 to 20 yard inside route and call a timeout, then you got a shot to throw in the end zone.
3 wides to the near side as Plaxico Burress to the top. 1st down Jets. Sanchez pumps, now comes back to his safety valve. It's McKnight. He's not going to get out of bounds. Got the 1st down, but they're going to have to hustle. Sanchez gets them lined up.
Time's running. You're down to 10 seconds, man.
10 seconds. They spike it with 7.
Well, I don't know why you don't use the timeout right away there. There were 18 seconds left when the whistle blew.
So 17-13, and we might only have 1 more play left. Want to stay with us at the end of the game. Rich Dion, Marshall, Steve, and Michael will be live on the field breaking down the action, complete with highlights and player interviews. Make sure to keep it right here. K Jewelers postgame show immediately following our action, which is down to 1 or 2 plays. Sanchez loads it. Fires it as long as he can, hoping for a miracle on the other end, and it's broken up. And the Broncos have beaten New York on another Tim Tebow night. Back-to-back losses by the Jets. They're at 5-5. Broncos with Tim Tebow at the controls since he took over as a starter, have only lost once. They are 5-5, and they're right in the thick of the AFC West now. The Jets were down to 1 chance, and this was it.
Hail Mary, 3 receivers. Patrick Turner and Plaxico go 6'5" and 6'3". Piece by Turner. 4 players on 3 players, 4 win, and wow. Ugly, but effective.
T-ball with another victory. Broncos 17, the Jets 13. Quite a night. 3-3 game at halftime, and then the fireworks started in the 4th quarter. We'll be back in a minute with a K Jewelers postgame show featuring highlights, analysis, interviews, and press conferences. You'll want to stick around. For Mike and Alex, Brad Nessler saying goodnight from the booth here at Mile High.